Whatsoever things are of good report, think on these things. For your future will be formed by the word of God, which is your present inner talking. You create your future by your inner conversations.
If you have watched many videos on manifestation, tried new techniques, done visualization sessions, and still feel powerless, then this video will undoubtedly leave you speechless. Today, I will share with you a teaching from Neville Goddard that will change your life drastically. When you start applying this, you will experience movement in your reality. You will become clearer, and manifesting your desires will be a walk in the park. I will also share 2 audio clips from Neville Goddard's lecture that will blow your mind. So, stay with me till the end. The teaching that I am going to share today with you is about inner conversations. You might have heard, "Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber, for a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which hath wings shall tell the matter." Have you ever wondered why you must not do it? Have you ever stopped and observed why cursing someone internally is termed bad? They cannot hear your voice. You can smile at them and curse them internally. You think no one notices it, but it is not like that. It can cause serious trouble when manifesting. It is because your inner conversations manifest in your physical reality. The way you talk internally manifests in your reality. Neville Goddard has talked in depth about it in his lectures. He said that a man has been given 2 gifts that no other mortal creature has ever received: mind and speech. Speech is an image of the mind, and we carry tiny inner conversations within us every moment. This means that if you want to check your state of being, you should notice the tiny inner conversations that are happening within you. But most of the time, we are unconscious about it, and it can cause delays when manifesting something. I discussed in my previous video that our state of being manifests our circumstances. Also, this state of being is hugely determined by our inner speech. Knowingly or unknowingly, men have indulged in the habit of cursing others if things don't go the way they want them to. If you have a job, you can relate to it. Suppose you wanted to leave early but your boss gave you some work. You cannot curse him verbally. So, you use your mind and inner speech to feel satisfied. You think you have to teach him a lesson by mentally abusing him. But it is definitely not the correct way to live your life. It creates a hateful state within you. This state of being manifests itself in your reality in numerous ways. Your inner conversations can either make you or break you. If you are tired of trying new techniques or visualization sessions, just try to change the nature of your inner conversations. I got some really fascinating results from doing so. I believe that our mind is a thought-transmitting tower. When we think badly of someone, their behavior towards us changes. If you are manifesting a specific person, then learning about this can definitely change your life drastically. The circumstances that you are facing right now are just a physical version of the mental conversations that you are engrossed in. Now let me play a part from the lecture by Neville Goddard in his own voice that will make you understand this concept in depth.
Most of us are totally unaware of the fact that our inner conversations are the causes of the circumstances of our life. We are told that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. But do we know that man's thinking follows the tracks laid down in his own inner conversations? To turn the tracks to which he is tied in the direction in which he wants to go, he must put off his former conversation, which is called in the Bible the old man, and be renewed in the spirit of his mind. Speech is the image of mind. Therefore, to change his mind, he must first change his speech. Everything is a manifestation of the mental conversations which go on in us without our being aware of them. But as civilized beings, we must become aware of them and act with a purpose. A man's mental conversations attracts his life. As long as there is no change in his inner talking, the personal history of the man remains the same. To attempt to change the world before we change our inner talking is the struggle against the very nature of things. Man can go round and round in the same circle of disappointments and misfortunes, not seeing them as caused by his own negative inner talking, but as caused by others.
Now, replay this part again and again until you get it. The next time you complain about things not working in your favor, people ghosting you, or not getting what you desire, just stop, breathe. Understand that this is the speech that you are holding within you, and it is now manifesting in your external reality. It's the inner speech that is frozen in the world around us. This whole vast world is just frozen inner speech. This is a great mystic lesson that we tend to forget too often. If you want high-paying clients, think well of them. Think that they love your services and that you are very valuable to them. In doing so, you improve the quality of your work effortlessly, and you also become more confident. When you become more confident, other people behave in the same manner. If you are having a hard time with your employer, then this next part of his speech will totally change the way you look at the mental conversations that you engage in. It is a success story from one of Neville's students who used the law and got results just by changing their inner conversations. If you are someone who is manifesting a specific person or even some money, then this can be extremely helpful to you.
One day a girl told me of her difficulties in working with her employer. She was convinced that he unjustly criticized and rejected her very best efforts. Upon hearing her story, I explained that if she thought him unfair, it was a sure sign that she herself was in need of a new conversation piece. There was no doubt that she was mentally arguing with her employer, for others only echo that which we whisper to them in secret. She confessed that she argued with him mentally all day long. When she realized what she had been doing, she agreed to change her inner conversations with her employer. She imagined that he had congratulated her on her fine work, and that she, in turn, had thanked him for his praise and kindness. To her great delight, she soon discovered that her own attitude was the cause of all that befell her. The behavior of her employer reversed itself. It echoed, as it had always done, her mental conversations with him.
Wonderful, isn't it? See how this girl changed her relationship with her employer without any physical effort. She didn't complain about it to her employer. She didn't ask him to change. She didn't manipulate him. All she did was change her inner story about her employer. She changed the mental conversations. She recognized that she was having a mental conflict with her employer. She was criticizing him inwardly. This simple act of hers manifested the circumstances she was facing. When she identified this and changed the tracks of her inner speech, her employer said the same thing to her. The law never fails and always gives you what you internally feel. If you always feel low, you get the same external circumstances, as you always get what you are, not what you want. If you are having a hard time with someone and have tried all the tactics and measures and confronted them verbally, but there is no change in their behavior, then just do as the girl did. Change your conversations internally. Talk to the subject as if they have done what you wanted them to do. Thank them for doing what they wanted, and congratulate them on their achievement. Just try it. There is nothing to lose. When things change, you will think that it was meant to happen. You will think it is a coincidence, but you made it happen. It was your inner effort that created that change. Every time you think, your energy is consumed. You can go on and on thinking about negative scenarios, but all you will get in return is a low state of being and the same circumstances. But changing them and thinking from a high state of being will change your life drastically. You will be inspired to take actions. Actions will become effortless, and you will look at the world differently. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It is our inner conversations that make tomorrow's facts. The truth that sets you free is that you can experience in imagination what you desire to experience in reality. And by maintaining this experience in imagination, your desire will become an actuality. So, what are you waiting for? You have the key to changing your life. The lock is in your mind. Open your mind and change the way you have these tiny thoughts within you. Before going to bed, review everything that made you frustrated. Revise it by imagining it in a way that makes you happy. In doing so, you changed it internally, and now things will start working in your favor. It will start reflecting in your external reality. It is so simple. It is not some complicated technique. It is a way of life. You don't have to visualize anything. It will happen on its own as you become more aware of your inner world. For now, you just have to get aware of your inner conversations and change the tracks of these conversations. Just like the railway track is changed so the train can go on a different route, you have to change the nature of your inner being and the attitude of your mind so it can take you to a new reality. I wish you all the success and positivity in your life, and I hope you learned something new from this video. Subscribe to watch more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.